Welcome back to Ask the Sales Professor. I'm Professor Ben, your sales coach, and this is your opportunity to learn from other sales professionals' successes and their mistakes. Or if you're really brave, ask your sales questions in the comment section below. That's by far the best way for us to make the most of our time together. Today's question comes from my LinkedIn network. A college student in her last semester asks, "What are 3 things I wish that I knew before starting my sales career?" For an old man like me, it takes a lot of reflection to remember the hard lessons I lived through in the beginning of my sales career. But those lessons did hit me pretty hard, so it didn't take long for them to come back to me. So here they are, the top 3 things I wish I knew before getting into sales, in order from least important to most important. First was the importance of building trust through market and industry knowledge. When I first started in sales, I thought it was all about product knowledge. And while it is important, product knowledge is very me-focused. It wasn't until I became an industry expert that prospects started really trusting me and wanting to take my call, and in many cases, actually calling me. So I encourage you, go get involved in your industry and in your specific market any way you possibly can. Go volunteer in organizations. Go to every networking event you possibly can. Learn everything you can about your industry. And that way you can bring real value that's relevant to your prospect. The second thing I wish I knew when I first started was how important consistency is when it comes to success in a sales career. From being consistent with your prospecting strategy to being consistent with your sales presentation techniques, consistency is absolutely key. What's really interesting about consistency is that it starts with your attitude. One of my favorite sales mantras is don't let your highs get too high or your lows get too low. You have to remain even keel throughout the day, throughout the week, and even at the end of every quarter. I observed fairly quickly that the salespeople that get super pumped up about a sale often expend their energy outwardly expressing their excitement about that recent close, instead of actually putting that energy into getting the next sale. And that's where the successes really start. So no matter how great your day is going or how bad your day is going, keep that energy moving forward to the next prospecting opportunity, the next sales opportunity. And then you'll actually start getting some momentum going so that you can see that success happen day after day after day. Now, the third thing that I wish I knew before starting my sales career is by far the most important. And you hear me talking about it all the time. And that's the importance of genuine empathy. I'll never forget the first customer interaction where I learned this valuable lesson with a prospect named Sonia. Now I can talk about this experience for hours, but I'll spare you the details. What's important is that what I learned was that when I stopped worrying about my sales quota and started genuinely listening and understanding the prospect, moving through the sales cycle was easy and organic. In fact, the close was completely uneventful. And really, there was no close because I did all the work on the front end in understanding Sonia's needs, her pressures, and her limitations. No discount, no pressure, just a clear plan to assure she achieved her exact goals. And in return, I achieved mine. Now, the more I applied genuine empathy with all of the prospects that I worked with, the more my customers got what they needed. And as an organic byproduct from this, the more I got what I needed. Looking back over the years, these 3 lessons have proven valuable in every industry and in every role that I've been in, and have been key in getting me to the top 10% of every team that I've been part of. So as you're going through your personal journey towards success in your sales career, be sure to learn everything you can about your industry and get involved in your specific market. Be consistent with your daily routine, with your sales plan, and most importantly, with your mindset. And the number one thing you need to start doing right now to assure that you become a top 10% sales professional is take off your own shoes and put on your prospect shoes so you can genuinely listen and understand what her needs are. And by doing this, achieve your own needs. Now you know what to do next. Get out there and create some genuine relationships and close more sales. I'll see you in the next session. If you like this video and you're committed to being a top 10% sales professional, hit that like button and make sure you subscribe. And if you're really ready to take it to the next level, share your sales question in the comment section. I'll get back to you ASAP, and you never know, your question might be our next video.